Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to your reigning defending T20 World Cup winners, South Africa. Officially chokers no more on one of the trophies. They've had issues getting across the line with them. We do have the ODI World Cup, not this episode, but coming up soon. We are sitting in a very nice position for the first time in probably 9 seasons. Test cricket is proving slightly harder, but ODI cricket we are up to 4th. T20 cricket, we're on the precipice, 6 points behind India, and we've got meaningful cricket. We've got 3 T20s, 3 one-days, 3 test matches at home against England. England who just beat us 4-1 in tests. 3, 3 and 3 against Pakistan in South Africa before playing against Afghanistan in a 2, 3 and 3 format. Test World Championship will continue to elude us, but huge points up for grabs. We've got to get ourselves to the top of these world ratings. We've won 3 titles, Champions Trophy, kind of the Test World Championship in a tie. But more importantly, we've been to the promised land and we have won the T20 World Cup. Looking at this test team from this year, we've played 5 games, all of them against England. Now we get to play against them 3 more times. We do have some problems. Markram is looking pretty poor, and like he's done at 38 years old, that is kind of to be expected. 31 this year, 30 the year before. There's just no one knocking down the door in domestic cricket saying, I'm your guy, so I'm kind of holding strong. Love has had a really poor year, career average of 51, but this is unfortunate. He's not been that great. The 51 average is exceptional. So is 6 centuries, so is 2 double centuries to his name. In terms of the match plus, he's got quite a low record, even for averaging 51. So when he scored runs, it's been during when the opposition have scored a lot of runs as well, which is unusual. But compared to the team average, he's got very good. He's 70% better than the team, and that goes to show the opposition is playing well. Our batting lineup as a whole is not playing quite so well. His average, first season or calendar season, he averaged 92, next 51, and now 44 for 2032. Strike rate is on the way down as well. Last 20 innings he's averaging 42, so you can see there has been a decline. There was a century against England, a double century against New Zealand, but a lot of red and a lot of failures along the way. He also had a great time against Australia and New Zealand, but struggled against Sri Lanka, Zimbabwe and England. So I'm still trying to establish who he is as a cricketer. He's someone that thrives batting second, 67 and a 70 average in the 2nd and 4th innings of the game. He's played all his games at number 3. His cumulative average has dipped monstrously. Like, it's just been working its way down over time. And if we look at his block stats, these are built into, I think it's groups of 20 innings-ish, give or take, but averaging 41 in the last 20. But we're going to stick with him. We're being held together by Stubbs. Fijoan, who are you? 31 years old. I'm someone that averages 36, but I take the gloves for you. That's probably enough. Also with the ball, we've not seen a very good Marco Jansen in Test cricket this year. Du Plessis hasn't been very good. So we've got a lot to do. We've got to win some games of cricket against England, which is not an easy thing to do with their team. But we are playing on somewhat of a seamer's deck, and they don't have Rian Ahmed. Maybe we've got a chance. We're through him, 218. It's the DeLang show. This kid is putting up an absolute worldie of a calendar year. 27 wickets at 17 in T20, strike rate 11, 33 at 23, strike rate of 40 in Test cricket. He is 29 years old. This is peak DeLang, just 54 wickets in his career at 29. Feel like he's been around a lot longer than that, but great performance with the ball. Jamie Smith disrupts us towards the end with a well-made 77, career average of 41. I think England would be happy if they had that in real life. I'm pretty happy with that. 310. We begged, stealed and borrowed some runs. Fijoan with 53, Jansen 39, Peter 31. We were frustrating them towards the end. Hartley and Christie. Christie takes 5 for 98, 20 years old. 2 test matches to his name. He's got 7 wickets at 21. Looks an absolute player. The task is going to be a big one as they score 400. Edavalaf was 64. I've never seen him do well in this save. But here, 85 test matches down, an average of 39, averages 50 in ODI cricket. A rogue Zach Crawley coming into the middle order for England. He goes and bags himself a 50. He's actually been in pretty decent form when he's been playing. Career average of 38, 19 test match centuries. England would take that in real life. We were frustrated. There's a 6 for DeLange, 9 for in the game, but we need 310 to win on a sharp turning, uneven pitch. And our batting lineup. It is yet another test match defeat. Our test match form is woeful. We almost get a miracle out of Forrester and Janssen because we're 4 for 108, 5 for 112, 6 for 128. They put on 107 and I'm starting to believe, but then Turner gets Janssen. Forrester goes for 76. We're 1-0 down. We're 6-1 down, 5-1 down in 6 tests against England. And I need to make some changes. I think Markram's time is up as a test match cricketer for us, but it's not easy to replace him because if you want to sort by career averages, there's no openers that's played any amount of cricket. Beamish, 10 games of first-class cricket. Are you really going to bring him in? You've no idea who he is, how he rolls. How good are you, son? Clarkson averages 47, but only 4 centuries from 30 games. It's not great numbers. Craven, I really want to call you Caravan, not a little bit better. 25 games, 4 centuries, 1850s, an average of 46. Or do we go backwards? We go to a Joshua Richards who came in and played 9 games and averaged 4 across multi-formats. I don't think we do. Bretzker we gave some games to. No centuries to his name. Clapham, 34 years old. It's not great. Now, Herman was someone that someone mentioned in the comments. We gave 1 test to. Question is, what have you done for us lately? You're averaging 29. 25 the year before that. Like, I just can't bring that quality of player in. Milan, we gave him a run. We've got Stevie Stolk going okay guns. I don't want to say great guns. Blessings Klusner. Again, 40 average, but no centuries. There's just not a lot of greatness pumping around the game at the moment in domestic cricket. If we look at guys with the most runs, this is where we could get into the Craven conversation. Averaging 46, 4 centuries. And I think maybe that is the move that we make. Proteas, can you play? Not really. Doesn't really play any of that format. We're not a bad T20 team. Who else have we got in the T20 team? English now, he's not an opener in domestic cricket, which is a shame because I might look to him. Also, we've got Kirsten here, who's played for us in both formats reasonably well. His first class average is 31 and a 62 strike rate. It's not very good numbers, and I'm starting to think about changing the bowling lineup. That's why I mention it. We could always revert back to a Cummins, but 67 wickets at 38. You've kind of established what you're doing with the world. So Markram has gone. Test. We've got to hope for something just a little better and a little cleaner. So Craven will come in to take his debutant cap. Is it well deserved? Has he done enough to do it? 24 years old, 54 average this year. That doesn't mean anything. 57 last year, 3 centuries is very, very reasonable. He's got a second team average of 47, which is 10 behind the Stolk. So I don't expect miracles out of this team either. Bowling average, Callaghan goes at 32s from 17 games. It's not really setting the world alight. He has got good domestic stats and he's only 23 years old. So we're investing some time into the young man. What are you doing, Callaghan? Well, I'm paying you back, bro. 4 for 41. He rips apart the middle order. Jimmy Rue, Crawley, Tom Hartley, and Harry Moore all blown away. We bowled them out for 198 and 50 overs. Let's go, Vinesh Craven. What have you got for us? He's a T20 number 7. How is this a thing? Did not go well for the poor young man. Good, very good. 4-5-3 we get. It's a 250 run lead. We get a 94 from Stoke. He shares 140 with Love. The love of my life is back. He's scoring runs after forgetting how to do it. Career average 7 centuries, 750s. Excellent stuff. Forrester with a well-made 82. Duplessis with 45. The lead is strong in you, little one, with uneven bounce and a turning pitch. Get the bubbly out. We've won by 10 wickets. They fight back, and Big Phil Clark, 24 years old, averaging 38, but 10 centuries to his name, age 24. That is quite an incredible record. He does well. Janssen gets 4. DeLange with 3. DeLange just continuing to shine in every single facet of the game. Craven gets a top score with 12 not out. 1 apiece. We're taking England to a decider. Big difference in this series so far has been our bowling attack generally has been pretty good. As he jinxes it going into the last game. Okay, we make the mistake of batting first, something they've done twice and it's failed. We bat first and it fails. Tom Hartley with 5 for on day 1 in the first 63 overs of a test match. That didn't go well. They get 490. It's kind of running the same parallel universe in every single test here. Pope and Clark were immense. 196 from Edavalath and Pope, and 124 for the next partnership. We get 4 from Peter, but this was rough. Stick a fork in as we go down 282 all out. Duplessis and Stubbs with some runs. Stolt with a run of ball 70, but it is yet another test match defeat. Forrester, Love and Stolt, pretty good. Fijoin as well, can't scrub that. But Craven, not great. Stubbs having an off series really hurt us. Then the real reason we're here, white ball dominance. Is it a thing? 4th in the world ratings, England down in 7th, and T20 cricket about to come up against them as well. Before, 3 ODIs. And the ODI form is pretty reasonable over the last 10 games. We keep managing to pick up wins. Yes, 3 of them were against Ireland, but we did beat England 2-1 in the previous series we just played, with Love and Pistorius picking up man of the matches. And we're going to take the 5th. 261 for 9 England before the rain decimates. Just looking at some of the averages this year as well. The Stubbs thing is worrying me. At 32 years old, please don't go just yet. Please don't. I know his test match form's been good, but his ODI stuff isn't great. Get across the line. We change it up and we go for a seamer's deck. We've had a bit of a spinner's deck, but Peter still picks up 3, which is nice to see. And Kazia, 5 wickets at the top, and we chase it down with 5 wickets to spare. Love, 4 wickets to spare, 5 overs to spare. Love with 96. Brevis 72. We take the 1-0 lead. We're on the touch of another series win. Kirsten currently averaging 50 this year from 8 games. I'm not making a big song and dance about it because, well, he's been good previously, really good previously, and his economy rate of 5 at the top, I like it. We do enough to win the series. We're a white ball monster all of a sudden. Markram playing in this 6 role. He's hovering around the 5 and 6. That's working. Stubbs with 89. We got out of jail here. We were 3 for 23. Backs against the walls. But the bowling gets it done. Marco Janssen, Kazia, absolutely wonderful. Kirsten went at 7.8. So maybe we might need to start thinking about a change at some stage. But we win the series. It's hard when there's only 2 times that we've batted. Kirsten averages 62 as well at 6.7. Like, that could have been so much better for him. But I think for us, that is a great series. Moves us up to 3rd in the world ratings. Entering your reigning, defending T20 World Cup winners. I feel like we're probably going to go unchanged. If we're going to make a change, now is the time to do it. Dewald Brevis holding strong with his 13 average. English has found a little bit of form in this. He came good in the most meaningful ways with 50s in the semi-final and final. We've got a big-time player on our hands. Clarkson averaging 22 with a 128 strike rate, number 6. Not sure about that. But generally, the bowling's been pretty good. The change I could make is DeLange, but Kirsten, and by that I mean give him the new ball for his strike rate ability, but Kirsten's economy rate is so good. We've not changed the team for 14 games. And we're not going to change it now. Brevis, 68 off 31 is absolutely top notch. We do enough to get 187. Garside and Sullivan going around the park. And then with the ball, it's the Marco Janssen show. He picks up 4. We've got him 3 for 44 on the back foot. Kirsten 3 for 27. Don't write me off yet, bro. I am not finished. Well, when I say not finished, the series isn't finished because England have won 181. They score. Struggled with the ball, struggled for control, but then struggled for runs. At 6 for 99, we're kind of done. And we get across the line for the series win. It's a doozy, 159. Kirsten with a 4 for 27. But the runs are easier to come given the start we had. 3 for 17. We're on the back ropes. But an Adrian Markram 50, a Clarkson 46, his most meaningful contribution that he has made to this save so far, gives us another series win. We're on a bit of a roll here. 94 points, just 5 behind. In terms of best players in the world, we've got Tristan Stubbs ranked number 1 in the world in T20 cricket. And with the ball, no one. We don't worry about that. Test match cricket in Pakistan. And again, still searching for an opener. There's this guy, Andy Rhodes. He's only 19 years old, but he has about the 7th best second team average on the game. And I use that as like a barometer to work out potentially what sort of player ratings the guy may have. Brett Horan, 24 years old, averaging 38 as well. It's a left field thing, but I don't believe in Craven. I don't feel like I do anyway. Form just isn't that great overall. Pakistan, we beat them in 2025 at home 1-0. They are currently number 1 in the world as well. Although frustrating at the end, is a fine effort. They put on 37 for the 10th wicket, 36th for the 8th wicket. But we get through them on an absolute road. I chose a batter's pitch. We've mixed things up to see if we can create a change, because we do have a reasonable bowling attack and our batters might need more support. Haran on debut. First class batting average of 38. Very aggressive. Pace bowling preference. Back foot. That's embarrassing. 255 all out. We get a 97 from Stoke. Haran 24. A little bit in the middle order, but we have been romped. Could have gone better. All of a sudden we need 396 to win this game. Akmal, not Umar Akmal, Uzaiya Akmal, a 95 not out and a 94 has caused us great grief. It's harder to run through teams on a great wicket, and that is exactly what we found. 396 to win, advantage Pakistan. Not a bad effort, but we do lose still nonetheless. We lose by 27, 130 from Forrester, Fijoan with 75, du Plessis with 57, but the damage was done early. Top 4 gone, 4 for 91. Thank you. Also under the radar, Fijoan averaging 40 this year has had a very good campaign. And we are 2 down in the worst possible way. We have been thrashed in the second test. They make 474. Peter with a nice 4 for 159, but 159. And then they're 401 for 8 declared. We get rolled for 126 before offering resistance in the second innings, chasing about 740. Back to a seamer's pitch, please. Doesn't make too much difference as they amass 516. This is not turning out to be a very good period of Test cricket for South Africa. We do get 151 from Stubbs, a 99 off 101 from Haran, so is there something there in that player? But that is a horrendous defeat and a horrendous Test series for us. We are not in a good space. Du Plessis, Stubbs and Forrest are good with the bat, but Love averaging 14 is way off, and the bowlers had a tough time. World ratings are having a tough time. ODI time. This is what we've got to keep doing well in. We know Pakistan are a behemoth, but also ranked second in the world in ODI. So we can make huge inroads here if we can overturn them. And if we win the T20 series, you just never know where we're going to end up. I'm going to make a change as well. Venter's going out and Zwainy is coming in. Zwainy has been exceptional for us in this format previously. Century 750s. May help with stability in the middle order. May help with his 27, but Pretorius with 84 is very good. Du Plessis and Janssen is where we really need to give the plaudits for their 86 run partnership. They gave us a shot, and the bowlers do what they do best. Du Plessis with a 3, Kurtzia with a 3. It's a good victory for us. However, the second test doesn't quite go the same. Zaman with 111. They roll us for 183. Zwane offers absolutely no resistance. Duplessis, very good down at number 7. We're going to a decider. Janssen going at 67s this series. That's not ideal. Zwane and Markram both offering absolutely nothing. I do wonder if there's a role for English in the team. 37 average in one-day cricket, domestic stuff. It's not amazing, but Zwane is. Stick with him. Oh, what a game, ladies and gentlemen. They score 367. The bowlers have been annihilated, except Kirsten, who went at 5.4, just pointing that out for no reason whatsoever. But Proteas goes big, 153 off 121. Zwane 62 off 60. Markram 50 off 29. And we get across the line with 3 balls to spare. It went absolutely right down to the wire, and we managed to get the win and win yet another white ball series. Is that what we're doing? We are a white ball team now. We surely closed the gap. We do 91 points, thank you. 3 T20s. Let's make sure our team is how we want it, or is it how we want it? Strike rate is king, and it's not bad overall with the ball. Let's just look into that in a little bit more detail. I think the economy rates are pretty decent. Over 8s is a little bit of a worry for me, but strike rates 14, 13, 12, 9, they are exceptional. What's not exceptional is losing the first game. English with 49, Duplessis with a 53. It's not a lot. 172 is a good score, but there's not a lot in the middle of the overs, middle of the innings, which has kind of led to this pressure being just put onto our team. And we're taking it to a decider. We win by 20. Stubbs with 52. Brevis with a great strike rate in there. But it's only 141. But when your bowling attack steps up and Kirsten goes and takes 4 for 11 at 2.75 economy rate, it is game on. Decider time. Proteas has had a poor series. 78 strike rate, 5 average. So's Markram. But you've got these guys in. They've taken you to the World Cup. We've played so much T20 cricket. This is the 20th game this year, and I've stuck with the same team throughout. And we do it by 6 wickets. Peter with 3 for 28. We restrict them to 148. And with 3 overs to go, Dewald Brevis takes us across the line for another T20 victory. I love it. We're 4 points behind India. Afghanistan. Final set of 3 series of the episode. This is a good one for us so far. We're heading in the right direction, but Test cricket is something we are not heading in the right direction on. Joshua Richards just scores runs for fun in domestic cricket, but just didn't work for us. Going to go Seamer's deck again against Afghanistan, and I think we are going to go unchanged from what we've been doing. Current years, Forrester's averaging 47, Stubbs 54, that's good. Fijoin 34, good. Duplessis, great, gives us a 5th bowler option. So does Forrester. Neither of them are great, but they do pick up the odd wickets. What we actually really need, and the only thing that's stopping us from being a really good team, is stability around 1, 2 and 3. The only thing is stability around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As we lose to Afghanistan, our bowling attack is nullified. Karoti with 107, 133 in the second innings for one of their players as well. But our 248 is not a good 248. Again, we're 3 for 65, 4 for 97, 5 for 144. And in the second innings is slightly better, but still 113 for 4. We are a long way off with the bat in Test cricket. Got to win this game. We get 398. Fijoin with 131. He's turned his career around, I believe. I believe he's a very solid cricketer for us. Love with 86. Duplessis was 64. There was a couple of good partnerships. But again, 3 down for 36. Could have enforced a follow, and we don't do. But we do get a 5 from Callaghan. He's second in Test cricket, 79 wickets at 31. They're very average numbers. Maybe we could do better with someone else. I got carried away batting. I was trying to get people centuries and we've batted too much time. Horan with 132. Maiden Test match century for him. That is great to see. Really great to see. 70 for Jones, 70 for Duplessis. I was trying to get them 100. They need 6, 8, 7 to win. We've got 4 and a bit sessions to bowl them out. Let's hope I didn't bat too long trying to get hundreds. We do win, but it did go to the final session. Thanks to DeLang picking up 4 near the end, rolling through the back end. It's a 1-1 series tie, but it's not a good 1-1 series tie, in it. We've really dropped the ball there, but there's positives. Duplessis, Horan, Fijoan, very, very good with the ball. Forrester and Duplessis just not really adding a great deal. And Peter, 31 years old, has had I don't think the best year of his career, averaging 37. Look at me, data analyst. But it's ODI time. Chance to keep the good march going in white ball cricket. Can we get someone to the top of these world ratings? Absolutely not with the bat. No one's even within a sniff. But with the ball, Peter in 5th isn't bad. How good are Afghanistan, though? That's the question. Not a bad test team in 8th. 7th in ODIs. 8th in T20. So they're not the most horrendous team going. I don't feel we're going to make any changes. Swaney's coming in, did score those runs, those valuable runs that we actually needed when he scored 62. Markram's still got a little bit of life in the old dog yet, and it works. Kirsten with a 4 for 54. Peter with 3 for 51. And with the bat, well, the openers, 148 from Love and Pistorius. Absolutely beautiful. Zwaney with a runner ball 41 to win us the game. We're going to take the series early doors. Again, not bad from the bat, 248. It's probably not enough against a lot of teams, but we do have a very good bowling attack when they perform. And Kazia with 4, Peter with 3. We're 2-0 up. Still not going to make any changes to this. Probably should have made some changes to the team. We only get 233. Not enough from the bat, to be honest. And 236 they knock off with 14 overs to spare. But it is a series win. It does mean we're in 3rd in ODIs, 2nd in T20s, 1 point behind India in T20 cricket. Holy moly. If we win this series against Afghanistan, there is a chance we finish number 1 for the end of the calendar year and knock off an achievement. Can we do it one more time? Games number 21, 22 and 23 of the season number 9 in T20 cricket is a lot. Stubbs has been immaculate, averaging 43 with a 146 strike rate. Brevis, a 154, is very good. Pretorius only averaging 16 with a 131 is, I'd expect, slightly better. With the ball, again, Kirsten's 6.87 economy rate is just amazing. Game changer, amazing. And also Duplessis for the stick he gets in Test cricket, 7.63 economy rate and a 153 with the bat strike rate. Useful. 1 for 15, goes at 5s. They score 148 and we knock them off with Aidan Markram doing Aidan Markram type things, scoring 41 off 27. We win the series. It's not convincing with the bat. 139 is not a very good score. Only Simon Duplessis scored at more than about a 120 strike rate. But Seamer's deck, Seamer's perform. Kirsten with 5 for 22. DeLang 2 for 14 in the power play. We do enough. We do the job. We pick up the series win. We're level on points with India. 1 game to go. Do we get a boost if we win this final game? We go unchanged for game number 23 of the year. You can look at those top 6 bats and go, hey, we really need someone to step up here. And it's Aidan Markram again who steps up with 69 off 37. We don't get a lot from the top. Stubbs ran out after 1 ball. Is an absolute disaster. But Kirsten with 3 for 17, a 4.25 economy rate is absolutely next level. We sweep the hell out of Afghanistan. Markram with a 161 strike rate series, average at 134. Duplessis average 41 with a 134. You can see where our runs are being scored. It is not in the middle. And with the ball, Kirsten 8 wickets at 6.75, 4.91 economy rate. Bring it up. 97 points. We've gone past India. And how long is left? 20th of Feb. Fast forward to the end of the calendar year. And we've done it. 97 points. Over India's 96. Our performance, our form in T20 cricket, although not perfect, has been very, very good. We're now 4 achievements down. Just the number 1 team in Test cricket to go, which we're going backwards on. and ranked #1 in ODI cricket and win the ODI World Cup. It's a monumental couple of episodes. We've ticked off T20 achievements in 9 seasons. How many more seasons are needed to go and finish this safe? Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.